Hello everyone, my name is Financial Charles and welcome back to another Bitcoin video. Today is August 29th of 2023 and Bitcoin has pumped all the way to $28,000. So obviously, if you did not buy this dip like we talked about in the last video, it looks like you missed an opportunity for a quick move to the upside, but not to worry. Let's just continue to hope that it goes down some more so we can accumulate more at lower levels. For all we know, this candle right here could simply be a move like this or like that, and then it'll just bleed down some more. So, I mean, the thesis around, the community is, for the most part, we think that, for the pre-halving year, Bitcoin is going to go up for half the year and then down for half the year. The whole entire 2023, we've just been going up this whole time. And then finally, looks like we might be, changing momentum here in August and September and possibly all the way till the end of the year. But it's just very funny to me how we made a video titled "Buy Bitcoin Now at $26,000. Do not wait for lower prices." And imagine if you were to wait for lower prices because you thought it was going to $20,000. And now it's at 28. Now you might feel FOMO to buy this candle right here. I'm not telling you to, buy or sell anything, but, when a candle moves up so much like this, you can't help but think that this is some big player accumulating. And if you see all these green spikes of liquidity, it's like, that's got to be a big player. And then, big sell volume candles, that's also big players. Like this was SpaceX and Evergrande right here. This is what happened here. And now all of a sudden it's going up almost halfway back up. We're only $2,000 away from 30,000 again. So yeah, it's looking like a nice pump. And, if $30,000 was already a buy for us, that means $28,000 is still a buy for us. I'm not telling you to buy, but for me, I'm always playing the long game and accumulating. It's a good thing that my check came when it was down here. I was able to buy at a very low price. I bought at $26,000. I bought when that video came out, and I just lump summed the whole check. And yeah, I cannot wait for, the next week and a half so that way I can lump sum more money. And it's not even a lump sum, really. Over the long term, this is just a dollar cost average. I don't think a lump sum really exists. I think you can only really lump sum once in your life, and that's assuming that you have, multiple assets and stuff, and you decide to just liquidate all to lump sum into Bitcoin. I think that's a one-time lump sum is when you liquidate other assets into Bitcoin, but then after that, each time you earn more money, you will simply just buy more Bitcoin. So it's just a dollar cost average, really. Everything is just a long-term dollar cost average, but it's the superior strategy. I just wanted to show you guys this picture right here. This is the halving years, as well as the block reward for those halving years. So right now, the last halving was in 2020. And it shrunk the Bitcoin block reward from 12.5 Bitcoins per block mine to 6.25. So that means every 10 minutes, 6.25 Bitcoins enter circulation out of the 21 million that will ever exist. So right now, the inflation rate for Bitcoin is about 1.5%. It's about the same as gold. And in the year 2024, in probably around April or so, which is about 8 months from now, the block reward will once again be cut in half to 3.125 Bitcoins per block mined. That means every 10 minutes, there will be 3.125 Bitcoins entering circulation. And then that would mean that if it gets cut in half from 1.5% inflation, now it is twice as difficult to mine Bitcoin than it is to mine gold, if that makes sense. Or the inflation rate of Bitcoin is now half of what gold is. So it's a better store of value from this point on. And each year it just keeps getting cut in half and half and half and half. So look at it like this. And by the year 2044, which is only in 20 years from now, the Bitcoin block reward is only going to be 0.09, which is, you can say it's less than 0.1 coins per block mined. And that's, so to explain how small that is, every 10 minutes, 0.1 Bitcoins get enter in circulation. But let's pretend like all the Bitcoins that are on the exchanges now and all the Bitcoins that are going to be mined throughout these years, let's say it's in very high demand, and every time there's Bitcoin available, people will buy it. And let's assume like only 50 million people, which is the amount of Bitcoin holders that there are right now, all the addresses, there are only 50 million Bitcoin addresses. If we just assume that Bitcoin doesn't even grow in terms of the community and it's only us 50 million buying coins, in the year 2044, let's just round this up to 0.1 block reward, right? And let's say 50 million of us, every 10 minutes, we want to buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. That's $500 million that want to buy Bitcoin every 10 minutes. So that means 500 million. So that means 0.1 Bitcoin needs to be distributed amongst $500 million, if that makes sense. So if you, in order for, supply to meet demand, they would have to raise the price of Bitcoin so they can equally distribute, that 0.1 Bitcoin amongst $500 million. But if you think about it, does that mean 0.1 Bitcoin is going to be $500 million by 2044? Or, if that means one Bitcoin, if 0.1 Bitcoin was 500 million, let's see right here, I just have a calculator real quick, and then times 10, right? 1, 2, I don't know, it might be a $5 billion Bitcoin by the year 2044, assuming all liquidity gets dried up and everyone just all the Bitcoins on exchanges, they get locked up right now in cold storage and people are accumulating forever, and this is the only source of new Bitcoins, the 0.1 coins mined every 10 minutes, but every 10 minutes $500 million wants to, or 50 million people want to put $10 into Bitcoin every 10 minutes. That's $500 million bidding against that 0.1 Bitcoin. So yeah, take that as you will. I'm just going to keep it a short video today. I just wanted to make a video because, Bitcoin did pump today, so I want to document, our attendance here today. So yeah, it's a short video today. And yeah, I will see you guys in a future video.